What if I told you that the Lord of the Universe, the mighty Jagannath himself, once broke sacred temple traditions that had been followed for centuries, all for a single devotee? The story that I'm going to narrate to you today will not only touch your heart, but will also fill you with wonder about how devotion of a simple devotee can make Lord Jagannath break all rules and run. The story begins in the ancient coastal town of Puri, where the magnificent Jagannath temple stands tall against the sea breeze. Here lived a humble Brahmin named Bandhu Mohanty, whose devotion to Lord Jagannath was pure and unwavering. Every day, without fail, Bandhu would walk to the temple before dawn, offer prayers, and stay until the final ritual of the day, the offering of the sacred kheer, rice pudding. This sweet delicacy was his Lord's favorite, and Bandhu would wait patiently to receive this prasad before returning home. One fateful evening, as Bandhu was immersed in his prayers, devastating news reached him. His young son had fallen gravely ill with a raging fever. The village physician had given up hope, saying the boy wouldn't survive the night unless his father returned immediately. Bandhu was torn between two loves, his dying son and his divine Lord. With a heavy heart, he decided he must leave before receiving the sacred kheer prasad. With tears streaming down his face, he looked at the deity and whispered, "Forgive me, my Lord. For the first time in decades, I must leave before our nightly ritual is complete." Shockingly, as Bandhu rushed back home through the narrow streets of Puri, something unbelievable happened behind him. Inside the temple, the massive wooden idol of Lord Jagannath, which traditionally never moves except during the annual Rath Yatra, mysteriously began to tremble. The stunned priests watched in disbelief as the deity's eyes seemed to follow Bandhu's departing figure. And then, the impossible occurred. The heavy idol of Jagannath moved from its sacred pedestal. The Lord of the Universe was breaking a 1,000-year-old tradition. "Stop him!" Lord Jagannath commanded the bewildered priests. "Bandhu is leaving without his kheer." As the priests stood frozen in awe, Lord Jagannath himself, incredibly, began to move toward the temple exit, the sacred bowl of kheer prasad clutched in his wooden hands. Temple records describe how Lord Jagannath was found later that night, outside the temple walls, his divine feet covered in dust, standing at Bandhu's doorstep. The sacred kheer bowl was empty, and inside Bandhu's humble home, his son was smiling, the deadly fever completely gone. The priests followed the trail of the Lord's footprints in utter amazement. When they arrived at Bandhu's home, they found their deity missing a piece of his divine ornament, a part that was now clutched in the small hands of Bandhu's sleeping son. Interestingly, to this day, this event is commemorated in Puri with a special ritual where Lord Jagannath's idol is adorned with running footprints made of sandalwood paste during the summer months. If you like this story, do comment Jai Jagannath, and for supporting and spreading our Sanatan Dharma, please like, share, and subscribe.